This is Sam Drinks Beer, this is a beer review. So, today's beer comes from Tartarus, a small brewery based in Leeds. It is a bottle of their Qilin, which is a New England Pale Ale. I'm assuming a Qilin, based on the theme of their other beers, is a mythical creature. This mythical creature here, great artwork. So, Qilin, or Chinese unicorn, is a mythical... Oh, yes, tells me, yeah. Is a mythical creature that is said to symbolise good luck and prosperity. According to tradition, the Qilin is said to appear at the birth of a benevolent ruler or sage. It is a peaceful creature, vegetarian in nature, sometimes called the Chinese unicorn in the Western world, but it does not resemble a horned horse. It doesn't look like a bloody peaceful creature, does it? Or a vegetarian. Depicted with the head of a dragon, body of a tiger, and an ox's tail, although peaceful, it can incinerate evil people. That's more like it. Its footsteps are so light that it does not bend the grass it walks on. In tribute, we have brewed a pale ale with a twist. I know what the twist is. I'm not going to read anymore because I want it to be a surprise as it comes out of the bottle. So I don't know if you've seen my Brucer unboxing. Spoiler alert: this was the brewery I chose. If you haven't, go and watch it. It might give a little context to what I was on about by saying the brewery I chose. You might have thought this. Oh, that sounds like, when I was sort of going through them and unboxing, that sounds like the most boring. Oh, for God's sake, my bloody cat's doing his usual. Sam's recording a video. Let's act up. So anyway, back to business. So anyway, yeah, this is like I say, this is like a pale ale with a twist. If you saw my unboxing, you might have said that sounded like the most boring beer of the lot I got from Tartarus. However, I don't think it is, because as you'll see in a minute, it's not just your regular New England pale ale. It smells like your regular New England pale ale in the bottle, but what? Just have a look at this as it pours into the glass. It's not your regular New England pale ale colour. They've got batch info. That's before at the bottom. So it's from, obviously, some 0050 batch by the looks of things, but yeah, as you'll see, it's purple. So yeah, not your usual orange hazy. I mean, it's hazy, but not orange. Let's get the smell. So yeah, I think I stopped reading, but yeah, it's been brewed with butterfly pea powder, which is native to China and used to make blue tea. However, the acidity of beer turns the pea flower purple. So this is our purple pale ale. So it actually does have a bit of a fruity, sort of a dark fruity sort of smell to it. I don't know if that's just psychological because of the colour, but it does smell sort of grapey, a bit grapey. I'm not sure what hops are in this. It doesn't actually say. I want to say Nelson Sauvin off the smell. Has to be a bit of citra in there. Oh, there's a little bit of stone fruit. I will edit in the hops. I'll do a bit of research and see if I can find them. Smells quite floral. Perhaps slightly vegetal, a bit dank. There is an interesting sort of sweetness to it. Yeah, let's dive in. It's got a really interesting taste, actually. So it's very hoppy, very resinous. Quite woody and piney. Actually, there's not a huge amount of fruitiness on the taste. It's quite savoury and sort of herbal and a little bit of vegetal, quite vegetal. A bit bitter. A slight, followed by a little bit of sweetness. It's quite crisp and refreshing. What do you want? Cat's just deciding, getting involved. He's getting more and more involved in my videos. I think he wants to be on YouTube. It's quite thin, but it's only 4.5%. Well, I say it's quite thin, actually, it's very thin. But it's an interesting flavour. I would almost, it's almost, you could say, I don't know if I'd, you know, if I put past this on a blind taste test, obviously not looking at the colour or anything, I would say this was a New England Pale Ale, possibly towards maybe a traditional English pale. Because it's not got that sort of, while on the smell it's tasted very sort of New Englandy, it hasn't got that softness. It's, you know, a very sort of, like I said, very woody, hoppy, slightly malty, herbal, vegetal, almost a bit savoury, with a little bit of sweetness on the finish after an initial bitterness. Maybe a little bit of citrus starting to come through. It's quite floral as well. It's nice. It's tasty though. It's a tasty beer. It's not the flavours you'd expect from the colours. I look at it and I'm almost expecting a sour, or a fruit beer. But yeah, it's crazy. I know. I think it was somebody brewed a dipper, or was it a tipper or something? Was it Alpha Delta or someone like that? They brewed was it like a? I think it was meant to be blue, but came out purple. I think it was called like something like Big Blue Birthday Dipper or Tipper or something, and that caused a bit. So it's a bit like that, I guess. Don't know what they use for the colouring. Maybe something similar. It's my first ever beer from Tartarus, so yeah, it's a good one. I like it. It's different. It's very different. I rate it up. Yeah, it's got some interesting flavours. It's a bit different to what I'd expect from a New England Pale. Interesting colour, interesting sort of take on the style. I'd probably give it. Is it the greatest ever pale ale I've ever had? Probably not. But it's still good. It'll be memorable. I'm not gonna give it a solid. It's a difficult one to rate. I'd give it like a solid, maybe a solid 3.5 out of 5. I think a solid 7 out of 10. It's a good beer. It's a bit different. It's interesting. But I've had far better pale ales, so I don't think I can give it much higher than that. But there's plenty going for it, and it's definitely worth a try. And it's a bit different. I think especially it might surprise you if you're into more your sort of traditional style ales. Because there is a lot of sort of similar characters to that, rather than your modern sort of New England hazy pale. So yeah, this has been the review of Tartarus is Qilin, a purple pale ale. Apparently, there's a lot of people moaning about the amount of sediment in this beer. I'm not seeing there's a little bit in the bottle, but not the amounts I'm hearing there is, but hey-o. No, thank you for watching. Please check out my other videos. If you're new to the channel, obviously subscribe, drop us a like, drop us your thoughts below. Add me on Instagram, SamDrinksBeerYT, add me on Untappd, SamDrinksBeer93, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.